Hello, Chathew. Good evening. Welcome, one and all. Happy Streams Day. How's the thumb? The thumb is improving. I don't have a good way to show it off. It's still in focus. But the thumb is improving. It doesn't hurt today. And it is less obviously black. So it's on the mend, which is great. How's your thumb? I didn't really have a plan for that. Yeah, happy Tuesday, everybody. I am incredibly full of delicious pasta. Pardon me. Thank you to Damn I Am Pretty for the cheer of 10 bits saying, we are the Borg. We are Borgthew now. All your individual anxieties and pedantries will service us. It's about right. I might have gone with, we will add your anxieties and pedantries to our own. Or we will add your anxiety and your well, what's the line? We will add your distinctiveness, your technical and biological distinctiveness to our own. We will add your individual anxieties and pedantic distinctiveness to our own. There, see, I'm doing it. Just like that. That's how it's done. Yeah. So there we go. What kind of pasta sauce did we have? I had a meat sauce. Just a delicious meat sauce. Like tomato and meat and spices and herbs. And we had spiral pasta. So it was very dense. I also had an enormous bowl of chicken noodle soup for lunch. So that also delicious. You can't see it because it's hidden behind my green screen, but I have made some significant progress on doing up my office with nerd tchotchkes. Show shelf. I can't show shelf. It's not done yet. You can wait. You can wait, but I have several Lego sets I have to put together before it'll be finished. But I did rebuild the helicarrier today. I am very gradually cobbling everything out of chaos and back into a sense of order. I broke it? No, I took all the parts that were fragile off it before I moved it, Jibcat. And so today I finally put all those parts back onto it because it's back on display. All that remains now is I have to clean the display case so that I get all the fingerprints off it. Broke it on purpose, then unbroke it. I mean, that's sort of true, although I would probably not use the term broke it in this context. I didn't break it. I took it apart. I partially disassembled it, like Johnny Five. The Johnny Five version of the Gadsden flag remains my absolute favorite version of the Gadsden flag. I'm pulling up a version of it to show you. Image source. Where's image? There we go. This guy right here. Sorry, 5. No, Kuznocki, I said partially disassembled. Johnny 5 was never fully disassembled, but he was partially disassembled in the second film. He got his ass beat and nearly died, had many parts broken off of him. He had to reassemble himself. But anyhow, this is my favorite version of the Gadsden flag. But no disassemble. Also, for the record, if you're not aware of it, there was a project not long ago where somebody in Texas, I think, built a 1-to-1 fully functional scale replica of Johnny 5, but like automated with modern technology so that it actually could like act and do things. I mean, it was still robotic and controlled by a human, but it had very, very precise motor control and everything. There we go. Johnny 5 replica. That's the one, probably. Almost certainly. It was very impressive. Very impressive indeed. It was actually a robot, not a puppet. I actually don't know how much the one in the movie was a puppet versus a robot. I believe it was significantly animatronic in the original films. I don't know. This is something that the internet can answer for us. Short Circuit production. Let's see here. The film was conceived after the producers distributed an educational video about a robot to various colleges. Studying other films with a prominent robot cast, like the Star Wars series, for inspiration, they decided to question human reactions to a living robot on the premise that no one would initially believe its sentience. According to the DVD commentary, number 5 was the most expensive part of the film, requiring several different versions to be made for different sequences. Almost everything else in the film was relatively inexpensive, allowing them to allocate as much money as they needed to the robot character. Number 5 was designed by Sid Mead, the visual futurist, famous for his work on Blade Runner and Tron. And also Turn A Gundam. He's the reason that Turn A Gundam has a schlong. Mead's design was greatly influenced by the sketches of Eric Allard, the robotics supervisor credited for realizing the robots. All right, so most of the arm movements of number 5 were controlled by a telemetry suit carried on the puppeteer's upper torso. Each joint in the suit had a separate sensor, allowing the puppeteer's arm and hand movements to be transferred directly to the machine. He was also voiced in real time by his puppeteer, the director believing that it provided for more realistic interaction between the robot and the other actors than putting his voice in post-production, though a few lines were redubbed later. The sequence in the film depicting number 5 watching the movie Saturday Night Fever and imitating John Travolta's dance moves is an in-joke. Saturday Night Fever and Short Circuit were both directed by John Badham. There we go. Then we get to the awkwardly racist part of the short circuit movies. Fisher Stevens said that when he was originally hired to play Ben Jabatuya, the character was not intended to be Indian. Stevens was fired and replaced by Bronson Pinchot at one point, but then Pinchot left to do the sitcom Perfect Strangers, and Stevens was rehired. To portray the role, he had to grow a beard, dye his hair black, darken his skin with makeup, turn his blue eyes brown with contact lenses, speak with an East Indian accent, and walk hunched over like a cricket player. In 2015, Aziz Ansari had a cordial discussion with Stevens over the role, and with Ansari saying he did not view Stevens as a bad guy or someone who played Ben as a tired stereotype, and Stevens saying, with Ansari's agreement, that a present-day version of the role would be played by an actor who had an Indian or South Asian background. One would hope. Or Scarlett Johansson. God, I'm tired of that joke, and I made that joke. The only good Scarlett Johansson joke is the one that Che made, what's his butt? Colin Jost read on SNL. That one was funny. That one was legitimately funny because they're both professional comedians, and also Colin Jost is married to Scarlett Johansson. So being forced to tell a joke like that about your actual wife while live on camera under duress, that is actually really funny. But yeah, the SNL joke swaps are always really funny. Really, really funny. So there you go. Johnny Five was indeed... I mean, he was puppeted, but I mean, under duress in the sense that they go into it agreeing what they're going to do. Like, he's not walking into it blind. But once you're on stage in front of the camera doing it live, you do have to commit to the bit. You can't really back out while on stage. All right, what about Short Circuit 2? Presumably, there is a production. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's much too quiet. There we go. Short Circuit 2 had initially been developed with the film's original director, but Badham dropped out to do Stakeout. Principal photography of the film took place between September 13th and December 1987 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Despite the film taking place in an American metropolis, many of the shots throughout the film feature prominent downtown Toronto landmarks. 5 robots were used for filming the Johnny Five character. Reported complications arose with their hydraulic and electrical systems due to rainy and cold weather during production. The film's budget was reportedly $15 million. The movie was originally titled Short Circuit 2 More Input, as seen on many of the promotional images. There you go. Anyhow, Sam Wonk, thank you for the resub. Now for 48 months. In a row. Yeah. Cool. Fun. This is where tonight's Waffle has taken me. So what now, Chathew? Now I'm going into the abyss. Have I watched any of X-Men 97? I have not started it yet, no. I do intend to watch it. but I haven't started it yet. I'm busy watching 2 shows at once right now, and that's enough for me. I'm watching Shogun and I'm watching 3 Body Problem. And Shogun isn't over yet, and 3 Body Problem I'm only halfway through. And then, yeah, tomorrow on TNG Rewatch, we have a Loxana episode with a fish man. So that'll be fun. Does she bone the fish man? Remains to be seen. That would be spoilers. The only thing I know about X-Men 97, other than the obvious that it's like a continuation of X-Men 96, or a revival thereof, is the, like... the, like, terminally online incels won't stop absolutely losing their minds in the various, like... I lost that sentence. The terminally online incels absolutely keep losing their minds in the Marvel and DC shitposting groups over the fact that Rogue's ass is smaller now, apparently. And less shapely. That's right. How dare they I don't even know that desexualize is the right word. How dare they sexualize a female character slightly less? Anyhow, don't go on Facebook. Just don't do it. Don't go on Facebook ever. I wonder if I can safely show my Facebook feed. Because what has happened now that I have installed a really... Everybody's like, no. So I've installed a really strong filter. Yeah, I can't really. But I've installed an incredibly strong filter. I can't screenshot. The problem is that I need you to see it in motion. Because basically I set up I set up uBlock and I set up some filters that delete, like, it actually removes from my timeline anything that's a sponsored post or a recommended for you post. So, like, if it's not something I'm literally following, uBlock tries to filter it out of my timeline. Here, I think this is safe enough. So here, let's go to window capture. Here we go. So you can't see it right yet. Let me fix this. And no, I am not actively... I'm not sure why it's not capturing my window quite right, though. So anyhow, so you can see that it's bouncing, right? Let me see if I can fix this. Oh, hold on. I know what's going on here. Fit to screen. There we go. Notice the scroll bar over in the corner as Facebook is desperately trying to feed me. Like it's trying to feed me more crap that I don't want in my feed, and it can't. I'm gonna scroll down a bit until it freaks out, trying to like. There we go. Like Facebook is really trying here. So anyhow, just don't go on Facebook. I basically only keep Facebook around for Facebook Marketplace. And if I could use Facebook Marketplace without having a Facebook page, I would. But I keep my Facebook around for the purpose of using Facebook Marketplace and subscribing to a couple of Golden Retriever groups and a couple of the Meerkat. I did notice there was an address on the left sidebar of that Facebook page, and it doesn't matter anymore. That is not my current address. Did I just thoroughly dox my old place? I did, but I did that on the Discord earlier, so I don't know. You should join the Discord for minute-to-minute updates on my present location. One day, my lack of OPSEC will come back and haunt me, but today I'm relatively confident is not that day. Do you want to keep testing it though? No, I am legitimately trying not to actively dox my current address beyond what I already have. As always, I am trusting you not to hunt me for sport or profit. Just be cool, everybody. For survival. Well, if it's for survival, then the situation has changed dramatically, and we're probably hunting each other. Hunting me for fun counts as hunting me for sport. That is covered by hunting me for sport. Jibcat, I didn't say I think you're cool. I said be cool. Be cool is a statement, an imperative statement, telling you to embody a state that you are not currently in. So literally, I told you the opposite of that you are already cool. Just don't be a weird creeper. And I'll do my best not to give you any reason to send me death threats. Sound good? Do we have an agreement? Post hot ankle streamer, not for free. Don't do like someone did to Brian Kibler and show up at Matt's doorstep and exclaim, "Oh, you do live here." That's awful. Jesus. All right, the Meerkat says hot ankle bits. Listen, I know my worth, and it's more than 10 bits. If you want me to show ankle, you're going to have to do significantly better than that.
We have a mortgage now.
That's right.
Let's go, chat.
Horse 5 says 12. How about now? I did say significantly more. And while that is statistically significantly more, that is not what I meant, you know.
That's not even as statistically significant as our old landlord raised the rent.
Oh, yeah. So if you're not on the Discord, I found that listing's been live for 8 days, apparently.
We hadn't even given them the keys 8 days ago.
I know! They posted it before they got the keys from us. But anyhow, we found the updated listing. They are working with a new property management company now.
I am so curious. I want the
what
goss.
happened? But anyhow, they they are now renting our old apartment, or they're like advertising our new apartment for rent, and they have increased the rent they're asking for by $1,100 over what we were paying.
To be honest, if they put this up 8 days ago and didn't have someone in there for the first of the month, they're asking way too much.
Yeah. Honestly, I expect that's why they listed it on the 28th. Was because they were hoping they could sneak somebody in for the first.
But like, lol.
Square Dot says, good God, that's more than a house payment. It is not. I can tell you with confidence, no, that is not more than a house payment. Well, not more than our house payment.
More than some house.
Yeah. even at that rent, our current mortgage, like that would be a deal on housing relative to what we're currently paying. The upshot is just that we're paying ourselves now.
Yes. That's totally how this works and makes perfect sense to my small, tiny brain.
The goal, you see, all you need to know.
The goal is we never have to pay rent again.
We never have to pay rent again.
Or
we have security in the home, so we don't get thrown out.
Yeah, they can't just be like, hey, you know what? I think I'd like to move in here. You're
Bye.
out.
Yeah. And, but also, you know, we're paying 5% plus in interest. The goal is that when you calculate out what the total we paid is, right? Like over the life of the loan.
Pro tip, never do that.
Yeah, like you pay the value of the loan, and then by the time the loan is fully paid off, you paid 50% more than the principal of the loan, right? That's just how it works. But by the time you have paid off the loan, you've paid 5% a year in interest, but you've gained 8% a year in increasing property value. And so you're ahead because you've got an asset worth however much you put into it, plus however much the asset is appreciated by the time the loan is paid off. And so ideally your asset has appreciated a greater amount than the amount of interest you've paid, so that you're net positive on both count.
Capitalism just sounds like a pyramid scheme.
I mean, it is.
Everything is a pyramid.
Well, sure.
You just got to get in.
But we're
early.
on the pyramid, so we might as well capitalize.
Maybe.
So you should improve society somewhat. But you participate in society. I am very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No participate.
No.
Only exist.
Comma. Participate. I can think that a billionaire is a policy failure and also want to be a billionaire. Those are not mutually contradictory. Nobody's going to fix the policy. The billionaire may as well be me. That's how it works. Those are a little contradictory. And quitter to. All right, trillionaire. I just want to be wealthy. I want everyone to be wealthy. I want everyone to live in comfort. But if not everyone can live in comfort, I would like to live in comfort. That's the gist of my personal ethos here. Remember when I said I was going to try not to say anything that would get people to send me death threats? Oh, how quickly that the best laid plans. Oh, dear me. Also, Matt, what's wrong with eating cake? Cake is delicious. Oh, dear me. We should move on to playing a video game before I say something I regret more than I have already done. Good grief. All right. I appreciate distrusting spectators saying, I'm assuming Matt's leftist paradise has super nice public transit. You can be confident that my communist utopia, or socialist utopia, I should say, not a tanky, does indeed have very nice public transit. That's right. We stand a robust public transit system complete with light rail. Oh, I assumed that was from Pokemon. Why did I position that trainer to block my path? Samwong says, okay, start the video game. Maybe you can change the topic if Cloud says something stupid. As opposed to me saying something stupid. Moosefilled Cat says, does it also have universal childcare for those who want children? Of course. It's a utopia. Abortions for some, miniature American flags for others. I can promise you anything. It's my fantasy. Precisely. Also, what was that? Something just went bang. And I'm worried that I know what it was. No! Why? Stay. Was it the Lego? No, it wasn't. It wasn't a gun. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you what's in my backdrop right now. So what it was Spider-Gwen falling. Spider-Gwen's spider powers failed briefly, which is actually accurate to the comics. That sure is every painted gunpla that's not Tall Geese that Matt has made. No, it isn't, in fact. The aerial rebuild is out in the living room. Also, you couldn't see, actually, I'm going to bring it out. You couldn't see it, but the newest edition, the thing that I put up there today, the set that I put up there today, Excelsior! It's my Excelsior. After it's been sitting in a box for about 10 years. Yeah, the batteries are super dead. I need to pop it open and... Oh, sorry. Symbolic Lolita says, my dad is putting together a model of the Enterprise right now after it's been sitting in a box for about 10 years. Yes. That is not a model. That is the Eagle Moss. No, not the Eagle Moss. The Diamond Select toy. Like, it's got, like, light and sound and whatever. But that's my Excelsior. Better idea, hang the Spideys from the Excelsior nacelles. I like Miles and Gwen hanging upside down having a conversation, but the sticky tack that I used to hang them failed, so I'll have to keep an eye on it. Is this what Matt's life will always be? Toys and video games? I mean... ideally in an increasing proportion. This is what I get. I work in video games. I come by it honestly. Also, one of my favorite little things, although it might key out. Yes, it is. It's my little... I have a little vinyl dumpster fire sitting on my desk. That's my desk buddy, is my little vinyl dumpster fire. Okay, shall we move on? We're off to a wild start here already. But shall we move on? Shall we play a video game? I'm going to say yes. Raincoast Bear says, I don't have an Excelsior, but I do have a Diamond Select Enterprise B. Yeah, see, I specifically wanted the Excelsior. My great regret is that I had to settle for an NCC 2000 instead of an NX 2000. My great embarrassment. My great shame. What is going on? Cute. Tally apparently showed Tessney a photo of the view from our apartment. And Tessney said, What? That looks like when you're taking off from an airplane, which is very cute. All right, here we go. Here is my phone. Here is my phone cable. Everyone, please brace your ear holes. Okay. Now we have to reveal our beverage. So, Garçon, can I have a drum roll, please? Not a yes, a drum roll. A drum roll. Can I have a drum roll, please? I know what sounds are. All right, that is once again a Yellow Dog Brewing. Chase My Tail, Pale Ale. You thought things were wild so far? You ain't seen nothing yet. Cool. I think I also owe a joke. So let's tell a joke. Let's tell at least one joke. Chat, what is the least popular flavor of cake? Urinal. What do you call an ancient human who likes to stroll? I mean, I do enjoy a nice walk, but I am not an ancient human. Thank you. Symphonic Lolita has it. What do you call an ancient human who likes to stroll? A Neanderthal. Why don't flightless birds buy video games? Because they use emulators. There we go. That's a good complement of jokes to start us off tonight. We did good, Reddit. Thank you to Reddit. Square Dot, thank you very much for the resub now for 36 months. Square Dot says, I don't trust acousticians. They seem to make things up out of thin air. Okay, let's play a video game. I'm sorry. Damn, I am pretty says, you are not going to be under par for this waffle, it looks like. Heading towards a birdie, an eagle if you get to 50 minutes. That, a birdie and an eagle are both under par scores. Both of those scores are under par. A bogey is over par. A double bogey is twice par, 2 over par. A birdie is 1 under par. An eagle is 2 under par. Okay. There's that. There we go. There we go. Got there. What do you mean, do I have no sound? There's sound. Da, 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 da. Oh, you were wondering what I was looking for. I was trying to press the button that changes the input on my monitor. Because the HDMI input was set to pipe my work computer into my monitor instead of my video game. So I had to press the button on the HDMI switch. All right, we've got all the infantries.
All troopers present and accounted for, sir.
Ready to go, sir.
Uh-oh.
Were assembled at Junon's aerodrome earlier today to welcome President Rufus to the city. In a few hours, he will take part in his inauguration.
Yeah, it's time for drills. Can I practice some more? I'd like to practice some more.
After which,
let's check my formation. Riot troopers, flame troopers, grenadiers. All right. I do have a question for someone who has played this. A legitimate, actual question for someone who has played this. Oh, Foxmar, thank you for the raid. People. The question is, do I get more than one attempt? Do I have to perfect it in one go? Or do I get, if I don't get it perfect, do I get a retry? Should I save and save scum? You can retry. And then Diamor says, you cannot retry. So... Oh, Diamor says you do not have to do it all in one go. I understand. Okay, I'm gonna save anyhow. Yes, Meg? What was that? Meg comes in and just says, yes, I think they just killed off the really awful guy in this show. Is Barrett always in a sailor suit, or is it just because he's not active in the party? It's because he's in disguise while we're in Junin.
Midgard, 7th Infantry. Reporting as ordered, ma'am.
And on time. Good. The parade is scheduled to begin shortly. I trust your team is ready, Captain?
I need more practice.
All right. Once more.
Sir!
Let's see what you've got. Now, begin!
Yeah, it is a shame that it's not for the actual formations.
Not good enough. Well done!
Thank you. Whoops.
What was that?
That was me not paying attention. All right, I remember what I'm doing, so that's the important part. Yes.
Midgar 7th Infantry! Attention!
You're on.
Listen up. As we march, the eyes of the whole world will be watching us. And we,
You're not very good at this, Cloud.
And we cannot, we will not let our great city of Midgar down. Failure is not an option. It's a big ask, but we can do it. Together.
Because we have our captain to guide us. Look to him, trust in him, and he will lead us to victory. So long as we follow.
Thanks,
Isn't that right, sir?
Aerith. Thanks, Tifa.
right.
Now bring it home.
Today is our day. It was made for the 7th Infantry. We will win that commendation for our city. And we will return home as champions!
There we go.
Who's gonna show the rest of them how it's done?
We are!
I can't hear you!
We are!
Captain, the parade's about to start.
Don't want to
Yeah.
be late, sir.
Of course.
Hi, Rufus.
5 years ago, sir.
Let's blow off the dust.
But sir,
Even a ceremonial display would constitute a violation of the ceasefire. Wutai would view it as a willful act of aggression.
And? It's a new era. Let's ring it in with a bang.
Very good, sir. Very good. Nothing like fireworks to rouse the spirits.
Yeah, let's set off an
Mr.
international
President,
incident
it's
just for
time.
fun. Can you imagine if President Biden showed up wearing that many belts? +5 to his ratings. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just 20 belts and an ice cream cone
This way.
showing up to the debate.
Welcome to the celebration of the century. As you can see, the streets of Junon are abuzz with excitement. People have turned out in droves to catch a glimpse of the new president, Rufus Shinra. And here comes Midgar's mobile unit. Their incredible skills are truly a sight to behold.
Good old Roche.
There he is, folks. Rufus Shinra. Wow! Can you even hear me over this crowd? The president has stopped.
Man, it's a good thing there aren't any grassy knolls in Junin.
Ready to fire, sir.
Welcome to the New World Order. Fire!
So anyway, I started blasting.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a single blast of Junon's famous cannon, Rufus Shinra has announced his arrival.
Everyone step. Listen, it's a laser gun. It's probably quieter.
You join us in Starboard Junon as the final team of the day takes their
Hit
position.
that rifling.
Ladies and gentlemen,
a laser
I give
gun
you
can be rifled.
Midgar 7th Infantry.
Technically, it's a
The captain and his
plasma
team
gun.
have trained long and hard, determined to win the presidential commendation for everyone back home in Midgar. I can't wait to see what kind of performance they'll put on today. Troopers of the 7th Infantry, make us proud.
Left. Face. Formation. Change.
Whoops. Okay, that I've already screwed it up. Oh my God!
Midgar,
What?
7th Infantry. Reporting as ordered, ma'am.
And on time. Good. The parade is scheduled to begin shortly. I trust your team is ready, Captain?
We can skip the cutscenes. Too bad. We're gonna sit through all of them just as punishment.
Midgar 7th Infantry! Attention!
You're on.
Listen up. As we march, the eyes of the whole world will be watching us. And we...
Sam looks like it's not like we're ever finishing this game anyway. That's a little rude.
And we will not let our great city of Midgar down.
Just because we're 30 hours in and barely
Failure
halfway through.
is not an option.
Not even.
It's a big ask, but we can do it. Together.
Because we have our captain to guide us. Look to him, trust in him, and he will lead us to victory. So long as we follow.
Isn't that right, sir?
right.
Now bring it home.
14 chapters and we're in 4? Chapter 4?
Today is our day. It was made for the 7th Infantry. We will win that commendation for our city. And we will return home as champions!
Yes, sir!
Who's gonna show the rest of them how it's done?
We are!
Uncanny Jim Jim says, you're
I
not
can't
even
hear
approaching
you."
a quarter of the way through. Excellent.
Captain, the parade's about to start.
Don't want to be late, sir.
Of course.
When did we last use her?
5 years ago, sir.
Let's blow off the dust.
But sir...
Even a ceremonial display would
I don't need to perfect this to get the commendation well.
Wutai would view it as a willful act of aggression.
And
How unfortunate for you.
it's a new era. Let's ring it in with a bang.
Very good, sir. Very good. Nothing like fireworks to rouse
Stephen
the
Kratos
spirits.
asks, did you already reload? Yes, I
Mr.
screwed up the
President,
very
it's
first
time.
input.
Damn.
Yeah. This way.
Welcome to the celebration of the century. As you can see, the streets of Junon are abuzz with excitement.
I like that
People
That
have turned out in
Rufus is
droves to
basically
catch a
just
glimpse of
dressed
the new president, Rufus Shinra.
like one of those hardcore dancers from the like mimetic internet
And
video
here
from
comes
way back in the
Midgar's
day.
mobile unit. Their incredible skills are truly a sight to behold.
You know the one. You know the internet
There he
video
is,
I'm
folks.
talking about.
Rufus Shinra. Wow! Can you even hear me over this crowd?
Jim Cat, you
the
do.
president has stopped.
If I brought it up, you'd remember the video. You're old enough to know. He doesn't have the
Ready to fire,
Jamiroquai
sir.
ass hat.
Welcome
That is true.
to the new world order.
He is lacking a Jamiroquai ass hat.
Fire!
Ladies and gentlemen, with a single blast of Junon's famous cannon, Rufus Shinra has announced his arrival.
You die, fish!
You join us in Starboard Ju-
All right, we're taking a momentary diversion here. For reasons that are very important. Very important. Why are you not working? Okay, fine. There we go. Here we are. The Cybergoth Dance Party. Like, he's that dude. You're right, it was industrial. I mean, the video is called Cybergoth, but you're right, it is industrial. Anyhow, this video, of course, has been memed on at great length. Because you can change the music and it still works and it's great. Cybergoth. and any other combination of that video and song that you care to think of. A Thomas the Tank Engine? Oh no. Sorry. Here, we'll pull that back. Oh, they've slightly sped the video up to make it fit. There we go. That's very good. That's very good. The first time you saw that was on Tumblr. Don't quote the deep magics to me, witch. I was there when they were written.
As the final team of the day takes their position. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Midgar's 7th Infantry. The captain and his team have
I don't think that was in my room.
Determined to win the presidential commendation for everyone back home in Midgar. I can't wait to see
It was
what kind
indeed
of
in my room, and
performance
Gwen
they'll put
did
on
fall
today.
off again. That's annoying.
Troopers of the 7th Infantry, make us proud.
I'll have to fix that.
Left face. Formation change.
It's
Ah!
good, but they can surely do better. Is something wrong? The captain needs to rally his
Final
troops.
sequence. Begin.
What?
They're not in step. They've still got a chance.
Okay, we're gonna retry. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Just close the door. Lock her in.
Midgar, 7th
Here we-
Infantry.
here we go
Reporting as
again.
ordered, ma'am.
And on time. Good. The parade is scheduled to begin shortly. I trust your team is ready, Captain.
Okay, I'm not actually gonna watch the whole cutscene again. I was joking the first time. Ah, there's the skip button. Skip!
Midgar, 7th Infantry. Left face. Formation change.
This is looking promising. Such excellent direction. They did practice, right?
Final sequence. Begin.
Solid work.
All right, this is gonna take some practice. Apparently, I do have to hammer that button harder.
Midgar, 7th Infantry.
And on time. The parade is scheduled to begin.
Hi, bunny.
Left face.
Oh,
Formation.
hell. That's mean. Time to break another PS5 controller. That's about right. Hi, baby.
Midgar, 7th Infantry.
And I'm
on
distracted by
time.
my adorable dog.
The parade is scheduled to begin.
Midgar, 7th Infantry. Left. Face. Formation, change.
They've still got a chance. Their movements are so crisp and clean. Is something wrong?
Ah, no!
Final sequence. Begin.
They're not in step. Solid work. That practice is paying off. Such excellent direction.
Where did my dog go? She's locked in this room. She couldn't have gone far. Excuse me a moment. We might need like 5 maple cams for me. I mean, you're not wrong. Hi. Maple. Here, what's this? What's this? Step up. Here. Toy. Take it. Where's Star Toy? Come get it.
Midgar, 7th Infantry. Reporting.
Let's try this
And
again.
on time. The parade is
It's a good
scheduled to
start.
begin
Wait.
shortly.
Hi. No.
Left. Face. Formation,
I'm not sure
change.
they know what they're
Okay,
doing.
this is gonna be problematic. Here, let's just. What's this? Step up. Step up. Take it. Come on, you can do it. Come on, step up. Here, perform for your audience. Want the star toy? Come on. Come on. Don't just look at me like, here, step up. getting very sleepy. Ugh. Ugh. Ah, hey, careful. Hi. Okay. I do not understand why retry takes you back to this point
Midgard,
as opposed
7th
to the
Infantry.
start of
Reporting
things.
as ordered, ma'am.
And on time. Good. The parade is scheduled.
Hi, Bean. Yes, I know. Hi. We're so vicious. Oh, God. Calm yourself, please. Maple, sit. We're too keyed up. Sit. Maple, sit. Uh-oh. We're not sitting. Really? You can't hear her growling at me, can you? That's my slipper! Ah! Here. Star Toy. Leave my slipper alone. No. Okay. Fine. Drop it, and you can have Star Toy. Drop it! No, not... You can't drop one slipper to take other slipper. That's not how this works. No, leave it. Leave it! There. Yeah, there we go. She is being a beast. That's a good tug. All right, I have to entertain the dog here for a minute. So, what do you all want me to talk about? Ah! No. Here. Yikes. Careful. Don't take my hands off. Talk about Maple. I mean, I am, sort of. What do you want to know about Maple? How is Maple doing in the new place? She's settling in nicely. She seems to like it here. She likes the park. It's not too far away. Goodness me. Does she have good spots to walk? Yes. In fact, I've walked extensively the last couple of days. I've closed all my rings like 10 days in a row. Has Mabel made any new friends yet? Not really, no. There aren't a lot of dogs in our building, and most of the dogs that are in our building are reactive, so she hasn't really made any friends yet. How many walks does Mabel get a day? Mabel gets 3 proper walks and 1 potty outing a day. So she gets a walk at breakfast, she gets a walk at lunch, she gets a walk at dinner. And then she goes out to pee around midnight. Yeah, it is a good walk count. I agree.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Were you being a little shit?
She sure was.
What? No. This puppy? No.
Yeah,
Oh, your knees are wearing out.
they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to get a new pair of sweatpants.
Right.
Honestly, it's probably from rubbing against the
Oh, yeah, that's-
ledge on the desk,
yeah.
but
Yeah. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not. Oh, the slide down. Her face.
Maple is 19 months old. Everybody hang tight. I'll be right back.
No, we're not eating the pants. Oh, drop it. Drop it. Oh, what's this? Grab
Okay. The dog has been crated to have a little nap, and you all got to enjoy chair stream. Let's go.
Left face. Formation change.
This is looking promising. What a performance. That practice is paying off.
Final sequence. Begin.
They're in perfect sync. You're watching history in the making, folks. Practice makes perfect. I can't take my eyes off them. Their movements are so crisp and clean.
Oh, yeah! There we go.
That
Round
concludes
one!
The first part of today's performance by the 7th Infantry Drill Team. Our judges are currently tabulating the votes from you, the viewers. And here they are now. Frankly, I'm already blown away. And folks here seem to agree. The crowd is loving it. The only question is how they're going to top this.
Drill team, halt. First sequence, begin.
So far, so good. It all looks so effortless.
Oh, that
that's
Formation,
going to cost
change.
them.
Boo!
Solid work. Such excellent direction. It all looks so
Final
effortless.
sequence. Begin.
That practice is paying off. What a performance. They
Whoops.
did practice, right?
Wow, rude.
And with that, the 7th Infantry concludes the second part of their performance. As ever, our judges have been busy tallying all the votes we've received. So let's...
Hold on. Hold on. We need to consult a guide. Parade guide. All right. A few mistakes are still allowed to receive both President's Commendation and the optional Exemplary Performance Award. The question is, what is the threshold? Oh, okay. Total votes have to come up to 100,000 at the end.
Take a look at the results. Universal acclaim, and little wonder given the skill and coordination on display. Keep this up and the
But I did learn
7th
something.
might well be destined for glory. I wouldn't bet against them.
Left. Face. Formation, change.
They've still got a chance. They're in perfect sync.
March.
Their movements are so crisp and clean.
Springtime for
The
Hitler
captain
in
needs to rally his
Germany.
troops.
Okay, we're going to start this over. System. Options. Graphics. Performance.
Midgard, 7th Infantry. Reporting as ordered, ma'am.
And on time. Good. The parade is
This actually looks considerably worse.
Left. Face. Formation, change.
They've still got a chance.
So I did that, but I did it because it apparently makes input timings better.
Midgard, 7th Infantry. Reporting as ordered, ma'am.
And on time. Good. The parade is scheduled to begin
Oh, you were sassing Jibcat. All right, that's allowed. I was just surprised at how much worse the game looks in performance mode.
Left. Face. Formation, change.
They're doing quite well. Their movements are so crisp and clean. It all looks so effortless.
Final sequence. Begin.
That practice is paying off. Practice makes perfect. Such excellent direction. You're watching history in the making, folks. They're in perfect sync.
Beautiful.
That concludes the first part of today's performance by the 7th Infantry Drill Team. Our judges are currently tabulating the votes from you, the viewers. And here they are now. Frankly, I'm already blown away. And folks here seem to agree. The crowd is loving it. The only question is how they're going to top this.
Yes, how are we going to top this?
Drill team, halt! First sequence, begin!
This is looking promising. I can't take my eyes off them. What
Formation,
a performance.
change!
You're watching history in the making,
Ah!
folks. Solid work.
Final sequence, begin!
Practice makes perfect. Their movements are so crisp and clean. That practice is paying off.
All right, let's see how we're at now.
And with that, the 7th Infantry concludes the second part of their performance. As ever, our judges have been busy tallying all the votes we've received. So let's take a look at the results.
Okay, we're doing okay. We're doing okay.
Universal acclaim, and little wonder given the skill and coordination on display. Keep this up and the 7th might well be destined for glory. I wouldn't bet against them.
Left, face! Formation, change!
That's not bad at all. They're in perfect
And
sync.
march!
It all looks so effortless. Maybe they're
Whoops.
still warming up. They've still got a chance. I can't take my eyes off them.
Drill team, halt!
So far, so
Drill
good.
team, shift!
Such excellent direction.
Final sequence.
Good grief.
Begin.
It's good, but they can surely do better. What a performance. Practice makes perfect.
All right, let's see how we did.
And with that, we've reached the end of the 7th Infantry's performance.
Sorry about that.
For the final time, the judges are tallying the votes from
Oh, yeah, we're over 100,000. Woo, we did it.
Let's see the results. Listen to that crowd. Judging by this response, it's clear that Midgar's 7th Infantry has made a lot of new fans. There's no denying it, folks. That was a performance for the ages. Next, the moment of truth for our competitors. Which team will take home the commendation? Stay tuned to find out.
Uh-oh, we've been made. They used that same joke in Advent Children, but that's still
Yes, sir.
hilarious.
Around the clock. They remain unaware.
Leave them to me. I want you and your people tracking the ropes.
Understood.
Oh, they used it in the last game too. Well, still hilarious.
We're back on the clock. I trust you know the mission by now.
My friends, allow me to congratulate you on a
God, I
sterling
can't wait for
performance.
Heidegger to
You've
get
done
hit
your
by a
company
truck.
proud. Your passion and patriotism is beyond question, and I know our president can't wait to thank you all.
Oh, shoot, you're right. That was Palmer.
Of course, some among you are deserving of special praise. For our first award, we will recognize the division whose exemplary display eclipsed all others. The prize for outstanding performance goes to... Midgar's 7th Infantry.
Hooray!
I
Congratulations, Commander.
Say it ain't so!
Hey, it's Yuffie.
Fine work, Captain.
How much this means to them. After congratulating her captain on a job well done, the commander makes for the stage. Director Heidegger
Well
of Public
done.
Security is here from
Thank you,
Midgard
sir.
to present this prestigious award. Even the 7th unfortunate commander can't help but crack a smile as she warmly acknowledges the crowd. Congratulations once again to the team and to Midgard.
Next, we have the President's Commendation. If you would do the honors, sir.
What a weird selection of buttons to do up on that jacket.
The late president, my father, single-handedly turned a small arms manufacturer into the greatest company the world has ever seen, and transformed all of our lives with the miracle of Mako. So I invite you to join me in a moment of silence for a great man gone too soon.
It definitely counts as double-breasted, but it's super
Challenging
weird how it's
times.
buttoned up.
Some may feel that I am too young, too inexperienced to lead us. But to them and to you all, I say this. The Shinra Electric Power Company will endure. The challenges we face can be overcome if we summon our courage and cut ties with the past. Yesterday is behind us. We must look instead to the promise of tomorrow, for today is a new day, and the first of a long, arduous journey, which we must take together. Follow me, and we will reach our promised land. This I do.
I love that the saber is just floating there. There's not even a scabbard. It's just hanging out.
My friends, place your trust in me, and together will we achieve our dream of a better world. Now, I have a commendation to present. The award goes to Midgar's 7th Infantry.
Hooray!
I have to tell you, the patriotism on display here today has been nothing short of inspiring. The future looks bright indeed for Shinra and the world.
love that he's still posed there in the wide shot.
To accept this award on behalf of the team, 3 of the best will now join me. Come on up.
The President has invited 3 members of the 7th Infantry to come and accept the award on the drill team's behalf.
He'll never know it's us.
Your performance today was nothing short of incredible. Midgar's 7th Infantry is, without a doubt, the pride of our people. Congratulations.
Thank you.
With generous praise, the President offers his congratulations to the team. One can only imagine what those 3 troopers...
Please consider yourselves commended.
I have a few private words to say to these troopers. Cut the feed.
Sir, you're on crowd control.
Whose hard work and dedication brought them this far.
That ain't right. Excuse me. Need to get through.
Barrett.
Who let this rat dog in here?
Of all the times.
I rarely talk to the rank and file. Why not take off your helmet? Cloud Strife. That was a first-class performance.
He's on to me!
Worthy of a soldier.
You!
Stand down.
But, sir!
Listen, we may be enemies, but he did
You
still put
are
on a very impressive
fascinating
performance.
Individual, Cloud Strife. Your file.
I'm gonna
was
give
as
him a
gripping
medal,
as it
then
was
execute him.
Enlightening. Which is why I have a proposition for you. At present, Midgar requires my full and undivided attention. The city is Shinra's beating heart. Its devastation is a humiliation, and the world must see us rebuild. To that end, I need to refocus my efforts and push certain duties to one side.
Get to the point.
My father
Get to
left
the point,
me a
sir.
mountain of unfinished tasks, like the recapture of a
I didn't
fugitive
go to
of
Shinra
ancient
presidency
descent,
school for 8 years
the recovery of a
for you to
stolen
not
lab
use my
specimen,
honorific.
and of course the arrest and execution of Avalanche. None of which, frankly, are of any interest to me whatsoever. I'd gladly wash my hands of it all.
So what? You're gonna let us go? Just like that?
Yes. Provided you keep your distance from Midgar, that is. No more stirring the proverbial pot.
And the same goes for me? But why?
Because I have a new vision for Shinra.
So we go free. And you get?
Sephiroth, dead. He's an unsavory relic of
I
our
have a
past,
proposition for you.
and I want him gone. But in our current state,
get
Shinra lacks the
freedom,
resources
and I
to
get
get the
Sephiroth
job done.
dead.
So I turn to you.
It's a deal.
You have a lead, I take it.
The guys in black robes.
Clever you.
You know who they are, don't you?
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the Man, I believe he called them. Follow them and you'll find him.
Right.
Hi, Yuffie.
Seems like a good way up.
We're playing as Yuffie! Hooray! Forced stealth section. No. Did Yuffie have an origami crane weapon? It must not have been very good, because I don't remember ever using it.
Shit, I don't see Littlest Ninja anywhere. Do you?
No, but you can't have gone far.
It was hidden in the cave with the fire, so it's easy to miss. I mean, I have done the cave with the fire many times. And Yuffie is one of my primary team members in the original.
Look, up there.
Oh no. Don't do it now.
Yuffie, your timing couldn't be worse. A Senzu bean?
All right, Shinra. Time to pay.
All right, your target is a considerable distance away, and hitting him will take a fair amount of concentration. Use L to align your fluctuating reticle with the target's. When your reticle flashes gold and is within the target circle, press X to sharpen your focus. Continue this process until you are focused enough to deliver the killing blow.
Focus.
So, we have ourselves a deal then.
Only if you can honor it. No one comes for us. Not Hojo, not the Turks. No one.
You have my
What?
word.
I'm clearly doing this wrong.
Okay, just shake it off.
Oh, I have to time the pulse too? Oh! Like that!
Take your time. You know you can do this. Here goes. Gotcha.
Stop! Oh, get down!
Way to take a shuriken for him!
So that's your game.
It wasn't us.
Spare me. You had your chance.
But
Please!
we didn't do this!
Sweep the rooftops now!
Don't let them get away!
Yuffie, that was her, right?
Yep.
What do we do?
Get the hell out
Recruit
of here.
Yuffie, that's what we do.
Hey! What happened to Rufus?
Long gone.
Shit. So what now?
I saw one of the robed men. He was headed for the port.
Let's follow him.
Place is on alert. Are you sure about that?
We've still got the uniforms. Go on without me. I'll take care of the 7th Infantry. Though I'm off the scent.
Alone? You sure?
Trust me, it's easier this way.
Captain!
Get going.
Your sword, sir.
Sir, your orders!
Just received new intel. The suspect is en route to Larboard Junon. I'm to convey this information to all nearby units. Go join the search. I'll catch up.
If I may, sir. We've heard rumors that there are others in league with the terrorists. Conspirators in stolen uniforms.
Don't know what you're talking about.
For your own safety, sir, allow us to accompany you. Midgar's 7th Infantry never leaves a man behind.
Right.
If the enemy is among us, other units are a potential threat, and we must treat them as such.
Good point.
But you can trust us, sir. Like we trust you.
I like they've literally never seen me before.
We'll alert all units from here to the port elevator. When that's done, we'll regroup with the rest in Larboard Junon. Got it?
Yes, sir!
All right, 5 members of the 7th Infantry will join you as you make for Junon Seaport. Unafraid to lay down their lives for their captain, the troopers will assist you in combat. However, they can be attacked and even defeated should their HP fall to 0. So see that they make it to the port alive. Discounts. Don't mind if I do. Oh, hello, what's this? A rune blade! Oh, yeah. Materia and equipment, cloud, sleek saber, rune blade. All right. Strike with attack or strong attack after switching modes. Okay. What have we got? We've got attack power plus 20. Is the attack low relative to the, Oh, the attack is low. It'll be fine. Now that I've done all this, though, I'm going to save again. Love this sword just clipping through the stairs. Diamor says, can I tell you something that may save time but probably won't? Yes, you can tell me. I'm waiting to see what it was. And as Andai, there was a bench, but I have no need of a bench at this time. There is no trophy for having all 5 soldiers live. Is there any benefit to having all 5 soldiers live? There must be something.
Hey,
this will be quick.
The captain needs us!
Disorder. Enjoy.
Where are the other units, sir?
Up ahead. Come on.
Yes, sir!
Is it true someone tried to kill the president?
He was a
That's
pretty
correct.
bad dude. Wait,
Latest report is that
The bad
the
dude
assailant
saved
fled
the
to
president.
Larport Juno.
hi Meg.
Well, here. If you run into that bastard,
Ooh, a mist high potion. Love it. Uh-oh, I can't use Planet Blessing anymore. Oh, I can actually only make one planet's favor because I don't have enough sage.
It was never in doubt.
All right, y'all still in one piece?
You don't think the enemy has infiltrated the 7th, do you?
Never doubt your brothers.
Yes, sir!
Definitely not.
Suspect sighted! Damn terrorist! I'll show you!
There we go. I've mastered the ability already.
Best do it right. This ends here. It's on now.
Ow. Ow. Stop that.
This ends here. Nothing to it.
Beautiful. I know I'm still capped on Planet's Blessings. I couldn't use them. right, buttons. Here, have a snack. Wait, hold on. That's much more efficient. Hey, team.
Do you hear anything more about that assassin?
I'm Maple.
Only that they've been spotted in the area of Larboard Juno. Nothing else to report.
All right. Well, thanks for the update.
Pardon me. Dear me. When did this dog get so tall? Right? Oh, yeah. All right, what do we got here?
Think you can stop me?
Oh, I see. Assess.
Allow me.
Weak to lightning.
You're dead.
This is a terrible idea.
Need to heal.
Wait, they can heal themselves?
You're dead.
Oh, he healed me. Okay.
You're dead. Let's do this. Gotcha.
Oh, we're still in a fight. Whoops. Oh god, there's another one! Get wrecked, buddy.
This ends here. Damn it.
No, I'm bound.
Here it comes. You're done. No more fighting nice. Any last words? Just like that, okay?
All right, we're clear. Great.
return to Larboard Junon, sir?
Indulge me, Trooper.
Yes, sir!
No, it is not something I can share at the moment. Just something that made me laugh. I have to go to the washroom. I'll be right back. Please hang tight. Hello, Chathu. So we've had our first fun homeowning adventure this evening.
Everyone is fine.
Everyone is fine. It's just hilarious. So we bought our condo, right? And when we bought the condo, we were told it came with a storage locker. And we met with the selling agent, and the selling agent was like, here, let's take you down and show you the storage locker. And he showed us the storage locker, and we're like, dang, that's a pretty sweet storage locker. Right next to it is an empty storage locker. And so I was like, all right, cool. I might choose to buy the storage locker next to it to keep our bikes in, because that seems like a smart decision. We'd have 2 storage lockers. That makes the house more appealing if we choose to sell in the future. And I would have a private locker for my bike. Our bikes, but yeah. So I'm like, all right, this is all a good idea. And based on everything we know about how the property transfer works and everything that was notarized, the strata, like the property management company that operates this building, assigns lockers to the strata lot, right? So the strata lot, as far as we know, comes with 1 locker. So that's all well and good. Anyhow, we were thinking about buying another one, and then we realized that the locker that we had been shown and that we moved all our stuff into when we moved in here was not, in fact, the same locker that was on all of our property transfer forms. And that, in fact, a second locker, a different locker elsewhere in the building, was the locker that was assigned to this unit. And so over the weekend, as we were trying to figure this out, I emailed the property manager and was like, hey, we have an issue. We're in a locker, and it is the locker that the selling agent showed us, but I'm looking at my property transfer documents, and the storage locker that we've been assigned, according to our property transfer documents, is different from the one that all of our stuff is currently in. Can you help me figure this out? And so he emailed me back this morning and was like, oh, yeah, I looked into this weekend. There are actually 2 storage lockers assigned to your strata unit. The second one, and the one that you have on your documents, is down on this floor, and he sent me a photo of it, and he's like, there are a couple of locks on it still, and there's some stuff in it which you'll have to dispose of on your own, but the locker's yours. Like, both of those lockers are yours. The previous owner must have purchased a second locker and just not disclosed it. And so we're like, oh, okay, cool. So we go down and look, and then we're too honest. We're way too honest. We got ourselves in so much trouble. Not trouble, just hassle. We put ourselves into a bunch of hassle here because we want to be very on top of everything. So I emailed my real estate agent this afternoon and was like, hey, it seems that there was a second storage locker associated with this unit that wasn't disclosed to us when we purchased the unit, and it's got a bunch of stuff in it. And rather than just dispose of the stuff and use the locker, we would like to check with the previous owner if they would like this stuff, because I'd rather give it back to them than just throw their stuff out. And that was it. I mean, I've been down there a couple of times today. The seller's agent gave us the keys to both storage lockers when we bought the place, right? Like, we got the key to the padlock on both storage lockers. And so I went down and I opened it up and I looked around and I took inventory of the stuff that was in the locker so that I could send them photos and be like, here's all the stuff that you left behind. And so anyhow, what caught me and made me laugh was so anyhow, I sent a message to so after this, just like right now, there is a message from my real estate agent, which is from the selling agent, who says, the extra locker is not included in the purchase price. The seller paid extra for it. Please do not discard their stuff, as the locker is not purchased by the buyer. The seller will sell it separately as they paid extra for it. To which I respond, is that how that works? They gave us the keys. And our real estate agent's like, wait, who gave you the keys? I'm like, the selling agent gave us the keys.
Jesus Christ.
And so anyhow, I'm like, so no matter what, the storage locker that has all their stuff in it is the one that's on all our paperwork. So no matter what, the empty storage locker that we put all our stuff in is the one that was not disclosed, but was shown to us. And the one that was disclosed to us, the one that we definitely, actually, very factually, legally own, is the one with all their crap in it. And so there's a part of me that's like, if you want your stuff back, I guess it's going to cost you the $1,500 for the second storage locker. But they gave us the keys to both storage lockers. And also, beyond that, how do they plan to sell this storage locker to a new tenant? Because they don't have the key to the lock on the storage locker. They also don't have a fob to get back into the building because they have moved out. They don't own this building, this unit in the building anymore. They do not have access into the building anymore. And according to the property management, according to the property manager, the two storage lockers are assigned to our strata lot. So as far as like our property management company is concerned, we, Meg and I, own two storage lockers, but it's not on any of the legal documents.
Schrodinger's storage locker.
So now we don't know who owns the storage locker, but in either case, the selling agents didn't get their shit together, obviously, because the one that they disclosed to us is the one that still has stuff in it, and the one that was empty was the one that they told us was the storage locker, and then they gave us the keys to both.
You know what we should do, though? We should put our lock on it, just so that, like...
Oh, yeah.
There's, like, maybe they own another unit in this building, and they could come back and then get rid of all of our stuff. Wouldn't that be awful? If they went in and took all of your Gundams?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, so the storage locker that we have all of our stuff in, including my Gundam backlog, currently has our padlock and our bike, the Kryptonite bike lock on it. Nice. In addition to the extra lock. So they could only get in there with a axle or an angle grinder.
No, they could get in with wire cutters through the
yeah, I mean, I guess they could do that. But anyhow, yeah, we should change the locks on the second storage locker now as well. But I am gonna have to be I'm gonna have to get in touch with the notary tomorrow. Because this has turned into an incredible... We should have just never said anything. We should have just eaten the cost of disposing the crap, and we never would have heard of it again.
No, it would be like 7 years from now.
Oh yeah, 7 years from now they'd
this
like
person comes back from
and
being
be like,
overseas
I
and
sold
is
the
like,
storage locker, and like, you
Hello.
did what?
I would like to get into my storage locker, which has all my worldly belongings in it. Anyways, buy a house, they said. It would be great.
Yeah.
It would be 0 problems. Think of the fewer problems you would have because you are your own boss.
Have I looked in the second locker? Do I know what's in there? Yes. There's a table, there's a queen-size mattress, there's a twin-size mattress, there are 5 dining room chairs, and there's a futon.
Way to dox our storage.
Anyhow, it is a hilarious mess that I'm laughing at quite a bit. Our real estate agent has sent me a couple of more messages while I've been talking here, but I thought this was pretty funny. Meanwhile, okay, so responding to that caretaker.
I wonder if the caretaker has like just has like a list of who is using
Maybe.
funds versus which is signed.
That could be. But anyhow, I'll have to go. I'll have to talk to the lawyers.
Gonna get our lawyer money out of this.
I look forward to posting this to our friend Slack, where our other homeowning friends will get to observe and laugh. And Kathleen will be like, "No, that's not how this works." Because that's how Kathleen is. Every fun story becomes less fun once you have to talk to a lawyer about it. Honestly, our notary was great. So, truth be told, all things honestly, truth be told, I would rather have the locker that all of our stuff is currently in and the locker next to it. Our notaries, lawyers in Canada, they're separate in the U.S. Notaries can do certain legal things, and we work with a notary, not a lawyer. But I will have to talk to the notary and figure out what's going on.
Protect the captain!
A death wheel? What is this? Dark Souls? Game of Thrones missile. What are you? Okay, you're weak to fire, snow, and wind. Stop moving around so damn much. Oh my god.
You're dead.
Please hit it with the fire blade.
Let's do this.
Good grief. Moving target's not even once, especially if you're playing a character with a sword. More discounted items. Two mega potions. How much would it cost me to buy out all the remaining potions? 69? Nice. Distrusting spectator, frankly, the furniture... So, why was the furniture left behind? I think I can probably answer that question. It is probably furniture that the sellers owned, which they may have used to stage the apartment at some point, because prior to us living in this unit, it was rented to a tenant who had moved out, voluntarily moved out, prior to the unit being sold. We didn't evict anybody. But I bet you that they never bothered to move that furniture back in and then forgot about it. And didn't remember that it existed until we told them. Is the table nice? Not as far as I can tell, no. It's all IKEA furniture. Like, none of it is nice.
To have told me you
None of it is, like,
join the
really
parade,
nice, I mean.
my friend. The mobile unit would have loved to have you. Oh dear. My quarry has cast you aside. How tragic.
How tragic. This guy's worse than Genesis. This guy's not worse than Genesis, but this guy's in the same league as Genesis.
Fans of yours?
Fans of ours. Didn't you know? You and I are living legends.
I got this.
Sir.
Oh, isn't it exciting? The two of us together again at long last. Picture it. A duel to end all duels.
Are we fighting or what?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But what if we did get ahead of ourselves?
We have to set the stage. First, the music! Let's not forget the lights! Actors, to your marks! Come, unleash your passion. Succumb to your instincts. Let us revel in a turbocharged tryst!
What kind of interaction do you think we're about to have here, Roche?
Best do it right.
All right, he's weak to fire. And he's another moving target! riding the walls. Boo!
What? Are you not entertained? My friend! I fear our audience finds this sport underwhelming. And we have a reputation to live up to.
He's just wearing down his stagger gauge at this point.
Come, let's give the people a proper spectacle!
Okay, but you better still be staggered. There we go.
Let's finish this.
I probably should have healed. Let's, Titan's not really gonna help me much. Let's pop a heal.
Ain't dead yet. Never again.
You're dead.
No! God damn it! You know what? We're so close. Let's just end him. What the? What? That can happen?
I see you've still got it. But our dance has only just begun. For I refuse to be upstaged a second time, my friend!
Okay, moving targets are one thing, but that was a limit break.
I swear, you get better, stronger, and faster with every lap.
Who's next?
Come now. This match was ours alone. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your champion!
Right, so it's part of the strategy. Yeah. Sorry, can you just send the excerpt to me?
I
yes.
must say, you have proven yourself as a capable leader of men. Then again, I expected nothing less than the best.
Thank you.
As a leader of my own band of brothers, I hold you in the highest respect. And so for you, our fearless captain, a gift. I insist.
I'm really feeling the respect right now. A speed demon keychain and a stuffed stamp.
That's your cue to exit. Yonder elevator will take you down.
Yonder elevator.
You sure?
I'll be right behind you.
Suit yourself.
Roche, you're way too horny for Cloud. I'm sorry. You ship it. I don't. Whatever the opposite of shipping it is, that's what I do. Cloud's a bottom, come on. I mean, that is why Roche said he'd be right behind him. Meanwhile, we're in here just like busting up all of Shinra's cabbages. Oh, yeah, more boxes over here. Did I miss some boxes? Oh, I did. Look at that. Sharp eyes, Zandai, sharp eyes.
You guys head larboard without me.
Sir, I have to ask.
Oh, the jackass with the bike? He's... a jackass.
That we know, sir. What I wanted to ask is, why you keep trying to shake us? Are we really that much of a burden to you?
Yes. Say yes, Cloud.
Are you the assassin everyone's looking for?
No, you're actually just a burden to me. Go away.
For what it's worth, I want you to know. I'm sorry.
No need to take the joke that far, Captain. We know the culprit's a young woman, just lightening the mood. But we get it. You clearly have things to do. Things you can't divulge to us.
Yes, need to know.
We're sorry that we didn't see it sooner, sir. Sorry, sir!
It's okay. At ease.
The fact is, we would have never won that commendation if you hadn't brought us all together. I might be out of line for saying this since we only just met, but the 7th feels more like a family than ever, and we hope you feel the same.
You're not out of line. It's been an honor, Trooper.
I love that they're all in regular, like, the default Shinra security officer uniform, so none of these people actually participated in the drill. There are my bench warmers.
Will we see each other again, sir?
Count on it.
They're all over there still saluting. It is a fancy boat, isn't it? It actually looks remarkably like the boat from... Oh, I know where we're headed. I just remembered what's next. Well, after the boat ride.
You think things are safer in town now?
As you were, soldiers.
I'm just relieved the president is okay.
Can we please set sail already?
Why is it so painted up?
Think they caught whoever was behind that attack yet?
I love that completely inconspicuous dude in the gigantic cloak.
Now then, let's not keep our friends waiting. We better get in line.
Ticket, sir?
All right,
They're screening passengers.
What now?
We try the back door.
Sounds like my first.
Of course, things would go crazy before my first voyage.
I swear, if they canceled my trip,
Think they caught whoever was behind.
Just trust in Shinra and things will be fine.
Can I help you?
Yeah,
We're the winners of the President's Commendation. As a reward, we got a trip to Costa del Sol. The Commander-in-Chief said that we could hitch a ride on your ship.
First time hearing of this.
Well, the President's a busy man.
Those guys with you too?
Aerith!
Where'd they come from?
You're sharp on your feet.
Sorry, but you're needed on deck. Fight's
Quick
broken
thinker.
Looks like we're in for another fun crossing. Got space in second class. Be sure to mind your P's and Q's, huh? A lot of bigwigs on board. As for you, back to work.
Aye, sir.
Oh, and your dog stays in the hold.
Got it.
Play along.
It's Rat Dog, sir.
All clear! Pull her up!
Stop the ship! I have a ticket!
Well, you should have been on time.
You can't leave without me! I'm a passenger, goddammit! Now turn that thing around! Worst day ever.
Where's Yuffie? Yuffie undoubtedly snuck on like a ninja. What a goofy ass ship. I love it. Anyhow, we'll find Yuffie vomiting her guts inside out over the edge somewhere, undoubtedly. It's that guy! And her! And that one!
well, that was odd. The air's different here, isn't it?
Compared to Midgar, very different indeed.
Though perhaps a little sharp for my taste.
Aren't you supposed to be on duty, sailor?
Not bad.
Time for a little reconnaissance.
He's not in the hold! Red, you're gonna get us thrown overboard. You were given specific instructions.
Check it out. So cool. Yeah, she's a good boy. Show us those friends.
Roll over, show him your belly. I love how charming this game is.
No, but there are times when I think I do, and I freeze up till I realize it's someone else.
I bet.
I'm here if you want to talk.
Oh, they're just hanging out in make-out corner.
Well, actually, I was kind of hoping we could talk business.
What kind of business?
You know, business. Boys.
Oh, that kind.
Shh.
It's me.
Meeting adjourned for now.
No, I am not on performance mode. I switched it back to graphics mode.
So how's it looking up top?
All the robes are in second class. Haven't seen any sign of Shinra, though. We can ditch the uniforms.
Aww. Well, it's been an honor, Captain.
Captain?
To be fair, Aerith was wearing that uniform.
About this deal Rufus wanted to make with you. I know it's off, thanks to Little Miss Ninja's stunt. But personally, I think she did us a favor. Nothing good ever came from making deals with the devil. Shinra can't be trusted, no matter who's in charge.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Good evening, and welcome aboard the Shinra 8. We're sailing smoothly towards Costa del Sol and expect to arrive right on schedule. Though your time with us may be brief, we wish you all a pleasant voyage. As for this evening's onboard entertainment, we will be holding a Queen's Blood tournament in the lounge.
Ooh!
Any and all interested guests are welcome to join regardless of experience. See the lounge staff for details.
It's time to
You heard the man.
beat some
To
ass
the lounge.
Come on.
in Queen's Blood. You've watched me play, and I've won every game that I've finished. Okay, on the one hand, I love that was the error message that popped up, employees only, but also, we literally just left that room. It's not like the employees only sign was stopping us before now. Why even make that door a thing I can touch?
We have to do inspections to make sure everything's in order.
Come on! Open this friggin' door already!
The robed individuals are trapped inside.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space? Look, this is mine, so scram! I died in here!
Yep, that's Yuffie. I love that their like smiley faces are there so that you know that it's cast members.
Hey man, party on the deck tonight.
I also want a cookie. Great idea, kid. Don't mind me just stealing all of your manifestations of the planet's favor.
Nobody's getting my caramel! I'm alright, Queen's Blood.
Nobody's getting my caramel!
We're gonna head out west and strike it rich.
Go west, do 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 do. Go west, do 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 do. Go west, do 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 do. Go west, do 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 do.
When the plate fell and I got hurt, I was pretty.
I assume there is a shop. Hello, Cryptic Kuradora. Game's good, it turns out.
Maybe I ought to go undercover and loot. I wish I wasn't taking this.
Loot!
I want to buy some.
Okay, have I now been through all? No, wait, hold. There were stairs. They're going in a direction that is not the direction of our next objective. So, let's go up the stairs. Ooh, swanky. Hi!
Sorry, sir. Only ship's crew allowed in here.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Cleaning up that mess in June.
My apologies, but these are the first-class cabins. Other passengers are not allowed beyond this point.
Curious trip, and I booked the first-class cabin, but that bed is in.
I'm terribly sorry.
I'm so pleased to hear that
These
you found
cabins
a
are
new
reserved
lady.
for our first-class passengers.
I could be a first-class passenger. I'm a first-class soldier.
These cabins are reserved for our first-class passengers.
My mom thinks I'm
My
first
apologies,
class.
But these are the first-class cabins. Other passengers are not allowed beyond this point. On behalf of our entire crew, I thank you for sailing with us.
I'm not gonna get thrown off the boat.
I'm glad I caught the drainage.
Beach ball!
Listen up. Have you been to the lounge on the upper deck yet?
It's like I'm in the tower in Destiny.
Is indebted to you for our maritime endeavors for so many years. Thank you on behalf of us all.
Has he ever thought about trying to get it back?
Of course he has. He's just biding his time until the right moment comes along to reclaim what's his.
Have you been to the lounge on the upper deck yet? It's open to all.
I heard this ship used to belong to Captain Teton.
Bench!
The Shinra 8 is one hell of a ship.
Are you gonna join today's tournament?
Attention passengers. The Queen's Blood Tournament will be starting shortly. This is your last chance to sign up. The winner of today's competition will take ashore a trophy, as well as a fabulous prize.
A trophy?
No cards of your own? No problem. Decks are available for rental, so come and join in the fun.
So she's a Queen's Blood player, right?
So, you playing?
I might.
Then I might see you around.
Okay. I don't know who you are or where the chip on your shoulder's coming from, but okay.
You're getting in on this too?
Solely as a means to study human leisure activities. Now, if you'll excuse me.
My apologies, sir, but I'm afraid animals are not allowed to participate.
What? That's it. I want to speak.
Sign-ups for the Queen's Blood Tournament are over here.
Of course, Red's a Karen.
I'm no mere animal, thank you.
joining?
Hell yeah, I am. Fabulous prize, here I come.
Cool. But maybe change first.
Out of this? Nah, I'm starting to dig it.
Wear it for the rest
Tell
of the
me I
game,
don't
you
look
coward.
good. Like I was born of the bride.
Now's your chance.
Let's do this.
A little friendly competition could be fun. And who knows, one of us might win it all.
Yeah, right.
Well, you won't go far with that attitude, oh ye of zero faith. Ah, now's my chance. I'll be right back.
That's it.
You're pretty good at this game, huh?
I like to think so.
Good enough to beat me, though?
Turns out Tifa's been like a
we'll
card
find
shark
out.
this whole time. And just hasn't been helping Cloud.
Here to sign up for our Queen's Blood tournament?
Yes.
So, who should I say is competing?
Cloud Strife.
Oh, you're Mr. Strife. As it happens, we received a message for you.
Okay.
Odd, I know, but if I may, it pleases me to see you continue your Queen's Blood journey, Mr. Strife. May a sanguine thirst consume you for many matches to come. Signed, a friendly specter. Goodness me. That's quite the letter, isn't it? An inside joke of some sort? Well, you're all set to join. Good luck, and have a great time today.
Why is Cloud just giving people his name? He's still wanted. Cloud, not a master of stealth.
To the Shinra 8's Queen's Blood Tournament. Only one of our card battlers will walk away with the trophy and the glory in today's competition. But who will it be? I, Titov, will be your host for this spectacular event as we seek to crown our next Queen's Blood champion.
All right, many passengers have chosen to participate in the Shinra 8's Queen's Blood tournament, but only one will emerge as its champion. Will it be you? Select one opponent per round, then defeat them to advance. Even if you lose, you can choose to either rematch them or select a new opponent before reporting your results for that round. The winner will be decided after 5 rounds of play. Purchase cards from the attendant on the left and review the Queen's Blood rules from the card deck section of the main menu. Note that today's tournament will not affect your Queen's Blood rank, but if you wish to quit at any time, speak with the attendant on the right.
Every journey begins with a single step, so put your best foot forward and
All right,
seek out your
card
first
shop.
competitor.
If you're looking for cards, we've got you covered.
Let's see how
Oh, okay, we bought all the cards.
We'll start
Real
with our
quick.
first pair. Don't let Regina's small stature fool you. She's as tough as they come.
What's the goal here?
Hey, good luck out there.
How to win the
I'll be rooting
Queen's
for you.
Blood tournament. Win 6 rounds.
Some big brain plays. She's a genius.
Hey, good luck out there. I'll be rooting for you.
Of luck today.
As for our second pair, Chadley
your
with
own
the
against the
win.
others?
It doesn't look like this boy wonder's hot streak is close to
Chadley
breaking.
with the win.
A tough
Oh, no.
Let's hope his ego is less bruised than his record after that one. Moving on to our third bout.
head.
Andrea knows how to captivate his audience and his opponent. Metaman is not pleased with this match. And what about our fourth match?
Hello, robot.
Salutations and good evening, spiky hair human. I will be your opponent.
So, you're a robot?
That is correct. You may refer to me as Wise 3.0. Your estimated quintessence suggests you will pose a challenge.
Your estimated
whatness?
quintessence.
Be advised that I have been created to become the world's greatest Queen's Blood player. Current record stands at 0 wins. My losing streak ends today. My path to world domination begins with your defeat. Initiating QB protocol.
Sure. Let's fight. With cards. Begin match, yes. Play.
I'm ready when you are.
Commencing play.
And there's more where that came from. You're mine.
Cloud is cool and composed. His focus unmatched. Wise 3.0 seems to have devised an unstoppable strategy. Cloud keeps the hits coming as he maintains a solid advantage.
Alert. Internal service error detected.
No holding back.
Re-evaluating strategy. Move confirmed.
This might be more than Wise 3.0 can process.
Uh-oh.
Bring it.
Cloud keeps the hits coming as he maintains a solid advantage. Is that smoke I see coming from Wise's circuitry?
I'm in danger.
No holding back.
Well, I guess we'll see how it goes.
Connection failed. Move confirmed.
Wise 3.0 seems to have devised...
Restart. A little older, a little wiser. Play.
I'm ready when you are.
Commencing play.
Wise is fighting with a passion that rivals any living players.
You're mine.
Cloud is cool and composed. His focus unmatched.
Alert. Internal service error detected.
And there's more where that came from. No holding back.
Cloud keeps the hits coming as he maintains a solid advantage.
All right. Just gotta keep this up. Bring it.
A masterful play from Cloud. Can his opponent recover?
Move confirmed.
This
Okay,
might be
progress,
more than
progress.
Wise 3.0 can process.
You're mine.
Cloud keeps the hits coming as he maintains a solid advantage. Wise
There we
3.0
go.
seems to have devised an unstoppable strategy.
Unstop this.
Cloud's opponent had better watch out. He's hungry like the wolf for victory.
Move confirmed.
That's the way. You're mine.
Looks like our AI competitor
Positively
might need a
Shrek'd.
reboot.
Bring it.
Cloud isn't letting up the pressure one bit.
I got this. No problem. No holding back.
Engaging lifeline. Connection failed.
Is that
There we
smoke?
go. Victory is mine.
Loss registered. Performance strongly suggests that Cloud's quintessence is superior to my own.
A victory for Cloud. I spy a card shark in these waters. All players must report their match results to tournament
All right, let's
staff
report our win.
before we can proceed.
Wait, what are you?
It's time for a recap of this round's matches.
You aren't planning on
Let's
Oh,
see how
right.
our competitors performed. We'll start with our
No.
first pair.
I'll be
Martina
cheering
gets
you on
herself
all
a
the way to the
solid win,
final
living
round.
up to her prodigious reputation. As
Well done. Let's hope round 1 is the first of many wins. Keep up the good work in round 2.
I will.
round 1 is over and done. Without further ado,
I have the
let's
power of
proceed to
time
round
manipulation on my side. All right, and on the topic of manipulating time, it is time to call it a night. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who follows, everybody who cheers, everybody who chats, and everybody who hangs out and lurks. It's a genuine thrill to stream for you, and I hope you have as much fun watching as I do playing. I will be back Thursday, same mat time, same mat channel here on twitch.tv/Wiggins, playing more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. In the meantime, as always, you can follow me on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Wiggins_TV. And if you're a subscriber, you can join the Discord by making sure your Twitch account and Discord account are linked in Discord's back end, where my server will appear to you as if by magic among your linked servers. So please remember to join the Discord. All right, let's see who's online that I can throw to, and then I'm going to go laugh myself to sleep. Who could be online? Oh. Sneaky. All right, everybody hop aboard this raid train, and I will see you back here on Thursday. Until then, so long, have a good night, and goodbye.